This is the day that the Lord has made. I shall rejoice and be glad in it. We rise on this morning giving God the honor, the praise, and the glory with the hope, the trust, and the prayer that you're blessed this morning by the word of the Lord. I want to introduce a concept to you this morning, and we have been tremendously blessed. Just came back from our men's conference, and I want to share one of the concepts that was shared at the conference. It is the concept of playing while injured. This is an athletic analogy, if you will, or a metaphor. And it means simply that, you're on the field, but you're hurt. You're in the game, but you're not able to perform like you should, to your optimum ability. That you're limping, that you're hurting, you're in pain, you're scarred, you're bruised. And life is like that. It is the game of life. And sometimes in the game of life, we're on the field, but we're hurt. And when we're hurt, when we're bruised, when we have been damaged, when we have been hurt, when we're bitter, when we're angry, when we are dealing with some kind of issue, problem, or pain, it's hard for us to give God our best. It's hard for us to give our life the best. It's hard for us to give our career the best, our family, our wives, our husbands, our children, and whatever it is that we're involved. It's hard to give your best when you're playing while injured. So in order for us to fix that situation, sometimes we have to acknowledge what has hurt us. And I found a text, it's Psalm 51, where David said, God's sweet psalmist of Israel says, "Have mercy upon me, O God, according to thy unfailing love, according to your great compassion. Blot out my transgression, wash me from my iniquity, and cleanse me from my sin. For I know my transgressions, and my sin is always before me." See, when you're playing while injured, if you're going to get better, you have to first acknowledge that you got an issue, that you got a problem, that you have a plight. So many times we go into the state of denial and suppression and repression. Whatever you repress, suppress in your life, it's going to always come back to haunt you. Matter of fact, you're going to be worse than you were before. The best thing that you and I can do if we're playing while injured, if we're trying to live life and try to do our best, but we're dealing with some past pain, hurt, whatever the case might be, somebody hurt us, injured, or whatever, you have to first acknowledge that you have an issue. And sometimes that's the hardest thing to do, to come to terms, to be for real, to be transparent, not only with yourself, but with others around you. And you just have to be real with God. You have to acknowledge that something hurt you. You can't always shake everything off and say everything is all right when it ain't all right. David says, "It's my sin. And I know, God, that I have transgressed your law. I know I got an issue. I know I got a problem." As the song suggests, not my mother, not my father, but it's me, oh Lord, standing in the need of prayer. And then God can move on your situation to make you better, to get you healed, to get you whole, right? David said, "Create in me a clean heart, oh God, and renew a right spirit in me." Because I want to hear joy and gladness. I want to praise God. I want to be my former self. I want to be all that you called me to be. God, I want my peace back. God, I want my joy back. And we have to acknowledge sometimes that some of the stuff that we've dealt with in the past, some past pain, some past issues, sometimes they affect our future. And another analogy in the sports arena is, how would this injury affect the rest of his season? See, sometimes you can hold your family up. You can hold your own life up, your own career up, your own business up. You can hold the church up. You can hold your wife up, your husband up. You can hold a lot of things up, all because you have not acknowledged and dealt with and brought to closure some of the issues of your past. And watch this. Whatever you don't transform, you will transmit. So the best thing that you and I can do, sometimes you have to play while injured, but the first chance we get, we got to go to rehab. And God is the only one that can fix us. By his stripes, are we healed? Jeremiah asked the question, is there any balm in Gilead? Are there no physicians there? It's not enough just to have God's word, but you got to apply God's word to your life. And I hope, just pray that you'll be honest with yourself, that you'll come to a place in your life where you'll be sincere, stop allowing your past to affect your future. And you don't have to limp for the rest of your life. You don't have to be hurt for the rest of your life, because the God that we serve, he's able to heal us of all of our hurts, all of our pains, and all of our disappointments. But you have to acknowledge and you have to go into rehab. Hope, trust, pray that you've been blessed this morning. If you're playing while injured, go ahead and go into rehab, and God will bless you in a mighty, mighty way. Till next time, God's good all the time, and all the time, God is showing up good. Be blessed.